Hello movie lovers. It's great to see you here. Don't forget to subscribe to catch my daily movie recommendations. Let's dive into the world of cinema together. Number 10, Warm Bodies. Warm Bodies is a romantic horror comedy film released in 2013. The film is directed by Jonathan Levine and stars Nicholas Hoult, Teresa Palmer, and John Malkovich. The story follows a zombie named R who falls in love with a human survivor named Julie. As R begins to regain his humanity through his relationship with Julie, he discovers that their love could be the key to ending the zombie apocalypse. The film received positive reviews for its unique take on the zombie genre and its blend of horror, romance, and comedy. Number 9, World War Z. World War Z is a 2013 American apocalyptic action horror film directed by Mark Forster, starring Brad Pitt as a former United Nations investigator who is tasked with finding the source of a global zombie pandemic and finding a way to stop it from spreading further. The film is loosely based on the novel of the same name by Max Brooks. It features a large ensemble cast, including Muriel Enos, Daniela Curtis, James Badge, Dale, and Matthew Fox. The film received mixed reviews from critics, but was a commercial success, grossing over $540 million worldwide. Number 8, I Am Legend. I Am Legend is a 2007 post-apocalyptic sci-fi film directed by Francis Lawrence and starring Will Smith. The film is based on the 1954 novel of the same name by Richard Matheson. The story takes place in a future where a man-made virus has wiped out most of humanity, leaving the remaining survivors as mutants. Will Smith plays Dr. Robert Neville, a virologist who believes he may be the last uninfected person on Earth. He spends his days scavenging for food and supplies and working on a cure for the virus, all while trying to avoid the aggressive mutants that roam the streets at night. The film explores themes of isolation, survival, and what it means to be human. Number 7, Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead is a 2004 horror film directed by Zack Snyder and written by James Gunn. It is a remake of George A. Romero's 1978 film of the same name. The movie follows a group of survivors who take refuge in a shopping mall during a zombie apocalypse. As they barricade themselves inside, they must fight off hordes of zombies while also dealing with conflicts within their own group. The film received positive reviews for its fast-paced action, intense gore, and social commentary on consumerism. Number 6, Rec. Rec is a Spanish horror film released in 2007. The film is presented as found footage, shot by a television reporter and her cameraman while covering a night shift with the Barcelona firefighting crew. When they respond to an emergency call at an apartment building, they find themselves trapped inside with the residents as a mysterious and deadly virus begins to spread. As the situation spirals out of control, the group must fight for survival against the infected and the military forces sent to contain the outbreak. The film was praised for its intense and claustrophobic atmosphere, as well as its effective use of the found footage format. It spawned 3 sequels and an American remake titled Quarantine. Number 5, Grindhouse. Grindhouse is a 2007 American horror film comprised of 2 feature-length segments, Death Proof and Planet Terror, as well as fake trailers and other bonus material. Death Proof follows a psychopathic stuntman who uses his death-proof car to murder young women, but meets his match when he encounters a group of tough women. Planet Terror is set in a post-apocalyptic world where a group of people fight against a zombie outbreak caused by a biochemical weapon. The film pays homage to exploitation films of the 1970s with its low-budget look, over-the-top violence, and intentionally fake-looking effects. Number 4, Train to Busan. Train to Busan is a 2016 South Korean action horror film directed by Yeon Sang-ho. The movie follows a group of passengers who are trapped on a train from Seoul to Busan, while a zombie virus outbreak spreads throughout the country. The main character is a workaholic fund manager who takes his daughter on the train to visit her mother in Busan. As the train departs, chaos ensues, and they soon realize that they are in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. The survivors on the train must fight their way through the infected passengers and the undead to reach their destination and stay alive. The movie received critical acclaim for its intense action, suspense, and emotional depth. Number 3. Zombieland. Zombieland is a 2009 horror comedy film directed by Ruben Fleischer and stars Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin. The film follows Columbus, a college student who has survived a zombie apocalypse, and Tallahassee, a hardened zombie killer, as they team up to survive and travel across the United States to find a rumored safe haven in Los Angeles. Along the way, they encounter two sisters, Wichita and Little Rock, who are con artists trying to survive the apocalypse themselves. The group must work together to overcome various obstacles and zombie hordes as they make their way to California. Number 2. 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is a 2002 British post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Danny Boyle. The plot follows Jim, a bicycle courier, who awakens from a coma 28 days after a virus outbreak has turned almost the entire population of the UK into aggressive, zombie-like creatures. After meeting a group of survivors, including Selena and Mark, Jim joins them on a journey to find a military outpost rumored to have a safe zone. However, they soon discover that the surviving humans can be just as dangerous as the infected. The film received critical acclaim for its innovative take on the zombie genre and its use of digital video technology. Number 1. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a 2004 horror comedy film directed by Edgar Wright and starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. The film follows Shaun, a slacker who wakes up to a zombie apocalypse and decides to rescue his ex-girlfriend, his mother, and his stepfather, all while trying to keep his best friend, Ed, safe. The film is known for its clever blend of horror and comedy, with plenty of references to classic zombie movies. It was praised by critics for its smart writing, hilarious performances, and creative use of gore. The film has since become a cult classic and a favorite among horror comedy fans.